Everyone's cancer journey is different.
7 years ago,
2 years ago,
A year and a half ago.
8 years ago,
7 years ago,
my life was good.
married, a mother of 2 teenagers,
I was retired from a long career in the airline industry.
I had just recently graduated university and gotten married.
and working full-time in healthcare.
I was traveling a lot, played golf with my friends.
I was packing for a river cruise to Europe.
My husband had just gone through 4 years of treatment for cancer.
To celebrate my husband's better life after cancer.
He was in the clear. Our careers were back on track.
I was keeping all the balls in the air.
Then I got sick, really sick.
I started having a hard time breathing when I was hiking and climbing.
I was getting really bloated. My gut hurt. My back hurt.
Severe bruising,
My husband took me to emergency.
Went for my annual medical.
a visit to emergency,
A routine mammogram
Chest x-ray,
found a teardrop-shaped
grapefruit-sized
breast tumor.
tumor in the middle of my chest.
My PSA was high.
12 hours later, I got the diagnosis,
leukemia.
ovarian cancer.
Prostate cancer.
I went in for an asthma medication and came out with a cancer diagnosis.
They told me that it had to be addressed immediately.
I required chemotherapy,
A radical prostatectomy.
radiation therapy,
Chemotherapy and radiation.
and a bone marrow transplant.
The hardest thing was not knowing what was about to happen.
I felt like I was in outer space.
I had significant neurological side effects.
Just felt unwell all the time.
Infection was my nemesis.
The surgery went well.
The hardest part for me
Was the mental anguish, the fear.
The 3 months I stayed in hospital
Isolation from our children and grandchildren at Christmas.
were hell for my family.
it just felt so unfair to get cancer at 25 years old.
And that was really tough.
I really did not know what my life was going to be like after surgery.
I was really excited to get on with my life.
I really had no expectations
My post-treatment expectations were foolishly naive.
because I saw how long it took for my husband to recover.
I planned a slow return to cooking, cards, and visits with her grandchildren.
I would be working within 6 to 12 months.
I was just looking forward to the day that I could go for a walk by myself.
Reality was very different.
I realized pretty quickly that my life wasn't going to go back to normal overnight.
Eventually, I had to go in for a second procedure to clear some blockage.
2 years post-transplant, I realized I was never going back to work.
I'd lost a lot of my fitness and I had scarring in my lungs.
Trouble with my feet and my hands.
Fatigue was always with me.
My old life was gone, and my new life was creating.
A new normal.
I do still worry, will the cancer come back either in me or my husband, but hey,
I realized early on there were things I could do to help myself.
The best advice I received was
just to take one day at a time, and if necessary, one step at a time.
be gentle on myself.
And to accept that my life was going to be different.
With the support of my family and friends,
I can walk 4, 5, 6K.
I felt that I had what it takes to meet the challenge.
My life does look a lot different now, but it's not any worse.
Life shifts, it's a transition, and I really like my new life.
I'm on the right side of the grass,
I am thriving with breast cancer.
and life is good.